Good evening, I'm Ryan, and this is NFL Trending. Tonight, we're diving into a headline that's caught the attention of both college football fans and NFL followers. Amid rough NFL reality with the Cleveland Browns, Shedeur Sanders shows he's still following in the footsteps of his father, Deion Sanders, and the Colorado program he left behind. Shedeur Sanders, son of NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, is learning firsthand what it means to transition from college stardom to the reality of professional football. After a standout career at Colorado, where he brought national attention to the Buffaloes during his father's historic tenure as head coach, Shedeur now finds himself wearing the Cleveland Browns uniform in the NFL. But the early returns haven't been smooth. Let's start with the Browns. Cleveland entered this season with playoff expectations, powered by a strong defense and hopes of consistency at quarterback. But the Browns have dealt with injuries, uneven offensive production, and questions about leadership. For Shedeur, stepping into this situation has been nothing short of a trial by fire. NFL defenses have been quick to test his patience, awareness, and ability to adapt under pressure. The transition has highlighted just how steep the climb is for young quarterbacks moving from college success to the pro level. Still, despite the growing pains, Sanders continues to carry himself with the same confidence and determination that defined his days at Colorado. Those who watched him in Boulder remember the poise he displayed behind a shaky offensive line, his ability to stay calm in chaotic situations, and his relentless drive to prove doubters wrong. That same attitude is evident in Cleveland, where Sanders insists he's focused not just on short-term struggles but on the long-term journey of becoming a franchise quarterback. And while Shedeur is carving his own path, his connection to Colorado and his father remains a central part of his story. Deion Sanders, famously known as Coach Prime, transformed Colorado into a national headline machine. His charisma, confidence, and unique style of leadership elevated the Buffaloes from obscurity into one of the most talked-about programs in college football. Shedeur was at the center of it all, breaking passing records, commanding the offense, and embodying the prime-time mentality his father instilled. Even now, as Shedeur faces the harsher realities of the NFL, the influence of Deion and Colorado remains clear. Every week, reporters ask him about his father's progress with the Buffaloes, and every week Shedeur emphasizes how deeply tied he still feels to the program. For Shedeur, Colorado wasn't just a stop on his way to the NFL. It was the place where he proved himself as a leader, where he handled adversity, and where he embraced the spotlight of being Coach Prime's son while also creating his own identity. And Deion Sanders, for his part, has continued to publicly support his son's journey. From college Saturdays in Boulder to NFL Sundays in Cleveland, the bond between father and son is on full display. Deion has always preached resilience and self-belief, and those lessons are guiding Shedeur through the rough patches of his rookie season. In fact, many analysts argue that Shedeur's time under constant scrutiny at Colorado, dealing with national headlines, critics, and a target on his back, uniquely prepared him for the challenges he now faces in the NFL. The Browns organization, too, remains cautiously optimistic. Coaches have praised Shedeur's work ethic, noting that he spends long hours studying film and refining his mechanics. Teammates say his leadership is already visible, even in tough moments. While the wins may not be piling up, there's a belief that Shedeur has the mental makeup to withstand early setbacks and grow into the role Cleveland desperately needs. Still, questions linger. The Browns are not known for quarterback stability, with a long history of struggling to find the right fit under center. Fans are understandably wary of another young quarterback being thrown into the fire without the proper support system. The offensive line's inconsistencies and a lack of explosive playmakers have made Sanders' job more difficult, and critics argue that the franchise must do more to surround him with the tools to succeed. Meanwhile, back in Colorado, the Buffaloes continue to navigate life with Deion Sanders at the helm. The program has cooled off after its initial national surge, but Deion's cultural impact remains undeniable. He's brought attention, recruits, and an entirely new swagger to Boulder. Shedeur may be gone, but his imprint on the program is still visible, and fans continue to follow his NFL journey as if he were still wearing black and gold. For Shedeur, this dual identity, as both Cleveland's young quarterback and Colorado's forever son, is unique. Few players have entered the NFL carrying such a strong connection to their college brand. But it's a reminder of the spotlight he's been under since the moment he first took the field. He doesn't just represent himself. He represents his father's legacy, his family's values, and the movement Deion built in Colorado. Looking ahead, the key for Sanders will be patience, both his and the Browns. NFL development takes time, and while fans are quick to demand instant results, the most successful quarterbacks are often those who endure early struggles, learn from mistakes, and emerge stronger. Sanders has shown flashes of brilliance, moments that remind fans why he was such a highly touted prospect. The challenge now is turning those flashes into consistency. The comparisons to his father will never go away, nor will the ties to Colorado. But Shedeur seems intent on writing his own story. When asked about the criticism, he often shrugs it off, pointing back to the lessons Deion taught him about focus and resilience. He knows the NFL is a marathon, not a sprint, and he's determined to prove that his name belongs not just because of his father's fame but because of his own accomplishments. For Browns fans, the hope is that Shedeur can grow into the quarterback they've long been searching for. For Colorado fans, the hope is that his success in the NFL adds another layer of pride to the Sanders family's ongoing legacy. And for the NFL at large, Shedeur Sanders' journey is a fascinating story of family ties, college glory, and the rocky but rewarding road to becoming a true professional. So as the Browns navigate their rough reality, one thing is clear: Shedeur Sanders isn't running from his past at Colorado, he's carrying it with him. And in the toughest moments of his young NFL career, that connection may be the very thing that helps him find his footing. This is NFL Trending. I'm Ryan. Thanks for joining us.